Deemed it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The give to the single back. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the boys of Old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Caught over the middle. It's Clark. He's loose. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And, Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Fires to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration, everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy in the ground.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Give to the single back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Guys, let's chat about Florida. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
And the Gators trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Florida! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to throw. It's Shapen. Fires to the big fella. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
He's got it. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Got the first down and more.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field, making the nice tackle.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Pocket breaking down. Trying to set up the screen. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Bulldogs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. They'll toss it to the left. Spins away from the defender.
Listen, my job is to poke and prod and find where you're weak. I like it. Get the ball in the perimeter. How are the ends playing the run support? Can I get on the edge, make some big, easy plays early in this ball game?
And show them a variety of runs that can keep them guessing later on.
No doubt, and I'm making memory of all this stuff. Did it work? What were they in? Can I get back to this later?
Makes the grab. It's Mosley. Some really tough running there. Gets him to the 45-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing it. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Scanning the field, it's shaping. Fires complete on the crosser. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's running free down the middle. The 20. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Gator.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his man. It's Reese. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
Wide open spaces. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air. It's shaping. Finds his man in the middle. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll ride his man on the option. Quick toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. It won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Oh, better look out! Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
And the Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He'll do it himself. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in. Got that sucker to the ground.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
This is a tough one. A third and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, Phyllis. Wisconsin is ahead early inside Camp Randall, but that's not exactly Ron Dane out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 7 over Ohio State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw, it's Flagway. Throws to the wideout. Pick off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Knocked down quickly after the pick, but that offense says thank you very much, and they'll have it at the 43. Off from the shotgun.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Sends it back in motion. Caught behind the line. It's moved. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Dropping back, it's Chapin. Unloads to the right. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. "57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. It'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll leave it with him. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Back to throw. It's Flagway. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. On the option. Lots of running room. There he goes. The 40. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Well, we knew coming into this game they were going to try and get this receiver the football as many touches as possible in as many different ways as possible. And here you're seeing it on the option play. Great decision by the quarterback to pitch it out wide. There was nobody out there accounting for him, and he shows you the speed out in the open field for a long touchdown for this offense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gator gets it to the 49-yard line. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up the first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Trying the left side. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Gators will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, he's still on his feet. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Trying to make magic on the scramble.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Hands it off. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical.
Touchdown, Florida! They punctuate the chant for the trip to the end zone.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. It's a reverse. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Running game got got stuffed on first down, still from their own 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's the pressure. The quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss.
Well, this defense not only has speed, but they also play with great effort. And that time on the quarterback run, they were expecting it. Everybody was in position, but they did a phenomenal job in pursuit, making sure the only direction that guy was going was backwards, running him out of bounds for a big loss.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. To the air, it's Shapen. He wants to take the top off. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. He'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He'll start this drive going to the air. Going for the big play. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a hit as he fired. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Mosley. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. He'll throw on 3rd down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gators will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one. Skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Booth. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Shapen. Find some fresh air. Turning on the Jets. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Mosley. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They'll operate out of split backs. Grab behind the line. It's Reese. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
His drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Looking for a man. It's Shapen. Got it in the middle. It's Booth. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Reese. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He makes the grab for the 2 and ties the game. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're just continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On the run, it's Jackson. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Finding an escape route. There he goes. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And the Gators are flying down the field. They'll try the right side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Lagway. He's got the back in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. How good have they been on 3rd down today? And another opportunity here on 3rd and goal. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He's at the 50. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And how about the defense just straight flipping the script? They got a goal-to-go situation, just trying not to give up a touchdown. You want to give up a field goal, not only do they make a big play, they scoop up the fumble, they take it all the way to the house, and they get a touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. And the returner is stopped. One final play before the end of the quarter. To throw, it's Lagway. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack.
Mississippi State, 28, Florida, 21.
They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Going over the top. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
The Gators need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Reels it in down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
The Gators moving quickly to the line. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 11 over UConn. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Shapen. Finds the tight end. At the 45 on his way. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Thompson. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Now on the option. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. To the ground with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Got it behind the line. It's Reese. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Shapen. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers. I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
Quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. He'll go to the sneak.
Picks up 1. 1st and goal, Mississippi State.
And now this offense on 1st and goal has a chance to break the tie late. To the air, it's Shapen. Big guy smells it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. go up top. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Trying to pull his way in. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Glagway. Here's a throw downfield late. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Thompson. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like, to understand, like, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed, even when it got a little